What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Finally Thursday. The weekend is almost over. I think this week went by pretty slow. I think because normally the week would have been over by now. But anyway, I got a couple pieces of news. Okay, John Lindstrom, who played Dr. Kevin Collins, Lucy Cole's ex-husband, is definitely coming to the show. I'm not sure of an air date. I think January 30th. I think January 30th. I think he's coming. I'm not sure. Laura Spencer, like I said yesterday, is coming back in February. Her official air date is February the 11th. So remember that. February 11th, Laura Spencer will be on General Hospital, will be returning. Um, I saw in the spoilers, I'm not sure how long John Lindstrom as Kevin Collins is going to be on the show. They're, Frank Valentini, Ron, they're keeping that under wraps. But apparently, the vampire storyline is coming back to the show. They're going to reopen this vampire shit. Please do not put John McBain and Sam a part of that vampire storyline. For the love of Christ, don't do it. Anyway, this episode, I'm going to say, had some hits and had some misses. But a lot more misses than they had hits on this episode. I was so disappointed with a lot of things in this episode. A lot of things in this episode did not go the way I planned for it to go. So, let me talk about some shit. Patrick. Please tell me, which I highly doubt you did, that if you had sex with this broad in the shower, did you use a condom? I just want to know. Please tell me you used a condom, because when Robin come back, we do not need to find out that this chicken head is pregnant. And I read in the comments yesterday, somebody came up with a theory that Dr. Westbourne is the daughter of Faison and that doctor chick, Dr. Obrecht from Switzerland. It's possible. It definitely is possible. Anything is possible on this show. Let me just tell you that. Carly could probably turn out to be Alexis's sister. That's how much anything is possible in the show with these writers today. I'm telling you, anything. I was just so disappointed by him having sex with her in the shower. I was so irritated by that. And then when Sabrina walked in on them, I was like, oh boy. Like, this shit is just irritating. This whole storyline need to stop. Please, just bring Robin back, get rid of this chicken head, and call it a day. She is just riding my nerves. Like, my blood pressure has never been to the boiling point like it is when I see this bitch on my TV. I'm just saying. I don't never get this upset over any character the way I am with Dr. Westbourne. Like, you know what? I didn't even get this aggravated when Lisa Niles was on the show. I really did not. But this chick is just bringing me to that point. Like, I'm not going to say the actress is horrible or anything, because I think the actress is great for the character. She definitely is, because she brings that annoyance to it. So, but that's how you could tell somebody is a good actress, because when she's brought on a show and you're supposed to hate her, if you hate her as much as I hate her, obviously she doing her job right. Because I cannot stand this chick. Like, borderline cannot stand her. Like, I wish that she just... I think what Sabrina should do, in a funny way to get back at her, why don't you put some laxatives or something in her coffee or something like that? Make her shit all day long. That would be fun. Have diarrhea and shit all day. Patrick, I'm just seriously thinking he not ready to move on. Like, seriously. It's been almost a year since Robin supposedly died, and he's still wearing a wedding ring. Like, you're still wearing a ring on your finger. If you were over it and ready to move on, why is your ring still on your finger, and you still got a picture up in your locker of you and Robin? So obviously you're not over it. You're not really ready to move on. I could tell. Like, you're not ready to move on. Not that that's not a bad thing, because there's really no timetable when your spouse supposedly dies. There's really no timetable of grief to get over it. There's really no timetable on that. You can get over it whenever you want. It could be 20 years later and you're still not over it. That's how long that shit can last. So there's no timetable on it, but still, I just don't feel like he's ready to move on. Even if Robin was really dead, he's still not ready, I could tell. But I just feel like this chick, all she really want from Patrick is sex. That's all she want. Like, seriously. But I don't get why she's so attached to him. Like, it has to be for an ulterior motive because of Faison or somebody. There has to be something deep. Because he's not rich. I mean, yeah, Patrick's financially stable, but he's not wealthy. You know? What else more could you want? And it's obvious you can't stand his daughter, and his daughter can't stand you. So I don't see what the connection here is. But I'm sure it's for a devious plan or some sorts. Elizabeth, I'm not really going to say anything negative about Elizabeth on today's episode because you know what? I actually agreed with Elizabeth as far as Sabrina is concerned. I agreed with the advice that she gave her. Like, you know, just don't think about Dr. Westbourne. Go around that bitch and talk to Patrick your damn self. I agree with that because I wanted to say the same fucking thing. You know, when I'm watching the show, when I was watching the episode, I'm thinking the same thing. Don't worry about this chick. Do you? You know what I'm saying? Just go talk to Patrick yourself. Stop harping and believing everything this bitch telling you because obviously she's lying. She don't like you, so she treats you like trash, so of course she's gonna lie to get you out of the picture. And it's working because you're ready to quit babysitting for Emma. You're ready to just back off of Patrick, so obviously her little plan is working and you fell right for it. So, and Elizabeth was telling her the truth. Like when she was talking about the Christmas DVD, KRISTINA Comes Home for Christmas. When she said if Dr. Westbourne can steal a DVD, ain't no telling what that bitch can steal. I was like, you better speak that shit, Elizabeth. I'm not a big fan of Elizabeth. Everybody knows this. I made a separate video to blast that heifer. But like I said, I gotta give credit where credit is due, and she told the truth. Like if she could steal a child's DVD, ain't no telling what that bitch could lie and manipulate and steal. Ain't no telling. So, of course. Come on now. And all the little dirty little tricks that she had up her sleeve about the nurse's ball and everything else. Putting Sabrina on blast about her fake relationship with Steve. Come on now. She's a manipulative bitch. And Elizabeth should know. I'm just saying, Elizabeth should know what manipulating bitches do because she's one herself. But it is what it is at the end of the day. See, I knew all that manipulating men and the situation would come back and actually help Elizabeth in some good, you know, to give some good advice and help somebody else to spot a manipulative bitch. I knew that should have come in handy one day for her in a good way instead of a bad way all the time. Liz, I think that's exactly what Frank and Ron are trying to do. I think they're trying to revamp Elizabeth's character. You know what I'm saying? Stop making her so desperate, needy for men, and you know, try to be independent. I think that's what they're trying to get her to do. And, you know, actually be a good character that people can love instead of hate and trash all the time. But the past is the past, you know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, I go off of people's past sometimes. Especially with Elizabeth, because she always go back to her roots. But in this sense, I'm happy that she's friends with Sabrina. She's actually been giving her some decent advice. I can't knock it. You know, because I think in this point of view, I think in my, you know, big opinions here, I think Sabrina should listen to Elizabeth's advice and just talk to Patrick face to face, because obviously the shit that Dr. Westbourne was saying was not true. So Elizabeth, you get credit from me. Keep it up. Better keep up the good work, bitch, because I'm watching. So keep it up. Don't make me start hating your ass again, even though I still kind of do, but you on my good side today, so keep it up. Anyway, Alexis, this BITCH. Oh my god, like who the hell do this bitch think she is? Sitting here yelling at AJ, talking about something, oh, you haven't changed, you haven't, talking about don't go near my daughter. I'm like, first of all, AJ wasn't even thinking about KRISTINA. All he wanted to do was see Michael. He's not even thinking about KRISTINA. Him kidnapping Morgan, Michael, and KRISTINA, that was years ago. Get over it, Alexis. He wasn't gonna hurt any of them. Come on now. He's not crazy. He's not gonna kill Kristina. And when he kidnapped her back in the day, he wasn't gonna kill her then. Come on. Him killing kids? AJ's not a child killer. I don't peg him for one. But for her to sit there and say, oh, Sonny's a good father, Sonny's a better father than you, I'm like, pump your brakes, bitch. Was it not too long ago that when the car bomb happened, when Sonny put that car bomb under Johnny's car and y'all all was at the hospital, you told Sonny not to go near Kristina? But yet he's a better father? He damn near blew his daughter up. Now, here's the thing about him being a good father to Kristina, because it's a little tricky. When Kristina was a kid, growing up, Sonny, I never blamed Sonny for not being there for Kristina when she was a kid, because I blame that solely on Alexis. Because I feel like Alexis tried everything in her power to stop Sonny from being a father to Kristina when she was growing up. So, Kristina growing up to hate Sonny, that's all on Alexis. But yet, if Sonny's a good father and a better father than AJ, why didn't you allow Sonny to be a part of her life when she was a kid, instead of letting her grow up thinking that her father hated her or he didn't want her? Because that's how Kristina grew up. She grew up thinking Sonny cared more about Michael and Morgan than he did her, which was not true. It's all Alexis's fault. But she claims AJ don't want to take responsibility for his action, but bitch, you never took responsibility for yours. You kept Sonny away from Kristina, but yet you never admitted to that. You never told Kristina, oh, your father tried hard to be a part of your life, I'm the one that you should be blaming. You never said that, so you never took accountability for your shit. So how you gonna sit there and say AJ never took accountability for his? AJ admitted to everything he did. Shooting his father in the back, trying to kill Jason, kidnapping Michael, Morgan, and Kristina. He admitted to all that. Just because he didn't go to prison, so what? He admitted to it. He's apologizing for it. But here's my thing about his apology. It's good that you're apologizing, AJ, but at the same time, with situations, with the chaos that you caused back in the day, you can't apologize. Some things you just can't apologize for. So therefore, your actions, is you say that you changed, you got to show it. That's what everybody in Port Charles wants him to do, is show his change. You can't talk about it, you got to be about it. So if you're a new AJ and you change, you turned over a new leaf, show it, prove it. By your actions, not by your words, by your actions. Because trust me, actions speak louder than words. And for as far as Sonny being a better father than AJ, I don't know. I think Sonny's a good father. I think he's a decent father. But here's my thing about that. Michael. Jason basically raised Michael. Jason is the one that gave Michael all the advice. Jason was there for Michael when Michael got raped. Jason was the first person Michael went to about the rape. Jason is the one that put his life on hold to protect Sonny, his business, and his kids. Jason was the one that went to prison for Michael, not Sonny. Okay, yeah, Sonny went on trial for Michael because of the Claudia murder, but that's the least Sonny could have done. Sonny was the one that put Claudia in Michael's life. So Sonny was responsible, so hell yeah, he should have went on trial. I think Sonny should have went to prison for him. That's your child, not Jason's. But Jason put his life on hold with Sam to go to prison to protect your child. Jax. Jax was a better father to Morgan than Sonny was. Jax taught Morgan everything Sonny should have taught him. He raised Morgan. Jax is the father Morgan should have had, in my personal opinion. Because Jax was the one who went to all Morgan's karate classes. He taught Morgan how to sail a boat. He taught Morgan everything that Sonny should have taught. But Sonny was too wrapped up in his business and his current woman of the month to ever be a real father to Morgan. So I don't get how people like Carly and Alexis could say Sonny's a good father, he's a better father than AJ, but yet whenever Sonny does something that affects your kid in a negative way, y'all ready to cut Sonny out of their life. So to me, I just feel like they're contradicting. Alexis contradicts herself and she's a hypocrite. Because one minute you're on Sonny's side where your kids are concerned, but then when he does something bad that puts your kids in danger, you're ready to blame Sonny. So I just feel like Alexis needs to shut the fuck up and just go about her business. AJ was not at the hospital to see your daughter. He was there to see his son. And Alexis told my, oh, Michael gonna see you for who you really are. I'm like, Alexis, you don't even like Michael. When Michael was having his anger issues and stuff like that, when he first got out of the coma, you didn't even want KRISTINA around Michael because you felt he was a danger to his own sister. So come on now, Alexis, have several seats and shut the fuck up. Anyway, Lucy Coe and Tracy Quartermaine scenes were funny as fuck at Jake's bar. I swear to God, well, the floating red. Why do I always want to call it Jake's bar? I'm so used to it being Jake's bar. But anyway, I feel like what Lucy did was so slick. I'm mad that she sided with Tracy, but at the same time, I'm kind of, you know, glad that this ELQ war is finally over. But I know it ain't really over because Tracy won the battle for ELQ, but she damn sure didn't win the war. Because here's how I see it. Tracy got punked. You still are CEO of ELQ, but at the same time, you're co-CEO with Lucy Coe. So now Lucy Coe is pretty much your business partner in ELQ. She's co-CEO of your family's company. So choke on that. Anyway, I love the scenes with her and Mac. You know, I haven't seen Lucy and Mac together in a while. It's been a few years. So that was good to see. Lucy, I swear, she is like a 24-hour cup of coffee. I'm telling you, she is so energetic and she just crazy. Like she's crazy good. You know what I mean? With Coco Cosmetics and all that craziness. But I love her. I love me some Lucy Coe. But I will never forget when Lucy Coe went to Lila Quartermaine's funeral in 2004 with that big ass red dress and that big ass red church hat on. I was like, girl, that is so rude to go to somebody's funeral with all that red on. I'm like, come on, girl. Anyway, AJ and Liz. Please don't put AJ with Liz. Frank, RC, if you have a heart, I'm appealing to y'all. If you have a heart, I'd rather see AJ and Liz as just friends. Please, if you want to put them together as friends. I just don't see it. Like, I'm maybe, I don't know, on paper, maybe they look together on paper. But in person, like when you're watching them on TV or something like that, and their interaction, I think it's more friendly than romance. I think it's more friendly than romantic, in my personal opinion. I just think it's more friendly. And I think they need to keep it, you know, keep it like that. But I'd rather see them as friends, personally, because I think maybe him and Sam should be together. I know people saying that it's nasty for Sam and Jason's brother to hook up or whatever. I can name y'all a few things that happened on soap operas, family members that hooked up. On One Life to Live, Clint married Nora, his brother's ex-wife, well, current wife now. He married her. On The Young and the Restless, Phyllis Newman, her sister Avery Bailey Clark is now dating her ex-husband Nick Newman. Sharon, Nicholas's ex-wife, married Adam, his brother, and married his father, which I think was disgusting because I think that's going way overboard. But anyway, just to name a few, I'm like, so I think Sam and Sean Keenan, well, excuse me, AJ, I think they would be a kick-ass couple and a lot better than her and John McBain, who has no personality. I'm just saying. So I'd rather just see AJ with Sam than AJ and Elizabeth. Bring somebody new for Elizabeth. You know what I'm saying? Just bring somebody new. I was so feeling Elizabeth with Dr. Keenan. Oh my God, I was feeling her and Dr. Keenan together. But they had to make him more psycho. Way to go, RC. Frank, you killed another good potential romance. Kudos to you. Anyway, Connie. Oh my God. When she was in that jail whistling, and I just want to, you know what I kind of envisioned her doing? Just breaking out into that song, Jailhouse Rock. I could just totally see her with striped shirts on, singing that song Jailhouse Rock. Oh my god. And then she just sitting there whistling in jail. I'm like, girl, you got that prison shit down, don't you, bitch? Anyway, SONNY, I mean, can't they write a better storyline for SONNY? Like, you know, start a mob or something. Him trying to go after Kate, Connie, whatever, it's just dull. Like, it's like the same shit. Now you're trying to pay her bail, and might I say he paid her bail quick as fuck. But KRISTINA, she just getting on my nerves. Like, seriously, she act like Connie don't have no rights to Trey. I'm like, legally and biologically, that's her son. She has the legal right over him. And this is so stupid because I feel like Trey is in the same predicament Michael was in. But the only big difference, Michael was shot in the head, Trey was not. So I don't get why they can't do the same treatment that they gave Michael, why they can't do that for Trey. Why they can't just put him in an insecure, you know, in one of those insecure institutions like they did Michael. Why you got to take him off life support when he's obviously still alive but in a coma the same way Michael was? I don't understand that. To me, I just feel like it's dumb. Like, just do the same thing you did with Michael, do it to Trey to wake him up. Because I think Trey he has potential as a character, maybe on this show and maybe on One Life to Live. Maybe I just see the potential in him. If they write a better script for him, I can see the potential. But and then when Connie was like, may I see Trey or whatever, I'm like, Connie, you don't have to ask this bitch for permission. Like, he's your son, not hers. He's not her husband anymore. You don't have to ask for permission. And then when she snuck out, that shit was so funny. But now she's at the floating rig trying to hook up with AJ or whatever like that. I'm like, oh god, AJ and Connie, may the Lord help us all. Overall, I kind of liked this episode, but it was a lot in it I just could not stand, you know. But anyway, I'll see all y'all tomorrow. Hope y'all have a great day. See y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow should be a good show. I'll see y'all tomorrow.